Here's an example of another common problem that you want to learn how to deal with, and that's getting rid of unwanted objects or details in a particular image to improve the overall composition. So in this particular example, maybe we don't really want to see this person's knee in the bottom right-hand corner, and maybe you want to get rid of the arm, or maybe even these people here on the right-hand side. Let's learn how easy that can be using content-aware fill inside Photoshop CS5. To begin, we typically want to make our retouching end up on a duplicate or additional layer. So we're going to duplicate the background layer so we don't damage the original pixels. And we can do that by dragging the thumbnail down to the new icon at the bottom of the layers panel. It'll call it background copy. You can always do Command or Control J as well if you're a keyboard shortcut junkie. I'm going to go ahead and double click on the word background copy to rename this, and we'll just call it after. So that's where our retouching is going to occur. It's real simple. We're going to use the lasso tool. I'm going to press L for the lasso tool on my keyboard, and I'm simply going to start selecting the area that I want to remove from my image. So it doesn't have to be all that complicated, just a loose selection around that particular area. And then what I want to do is bring up the fill command. You can either go to the edit menu and choose edit fill, or you can press shift delete or shift backspace to bring up the dialog. For contents, the default is probably foreground color. You want to change it to this new option here called content aware. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And just like that, that knee is gone. Let's go ahead and make some other selections. We'll select this arm and the water splash and this shirt detail there. Go ahead and make that selection. Again, I'm going to bring up the fill command, shift delete or shift backspace. It remembers the last setting you used, so content aware is already chosen. I'm going to click OK again. And bam, just like that, that subject is gone. We'll go ahead and deselect, Command D or Control D. And how long has this taken? Just a couple seconds. So let's keep working. Let's get this head of this little boy selected, and we'll get his boogie board selected as well. And we'll go around this very quickly and easily using the lasso tool again. Again, we'll bring up that fill command under Edit Fill or Shift Backspace or Delete. Click OK. Et voila, it's gone. It even replicated the shadow of these people here. We'll go ahead and just click somewhere to deselect. And now let's get really aggressive. Let's decide to get rid of this whole section of image as well. We'll select around their reflection. Don't forget that. Sometimes people get rid of the subject, but then they forget that there's a shadow or reflection left over. So we're just going to loosely go around and get rid of that person there as well. Come around here with the lasso tool. Let's bring up that fill command again. Edit Fill, Content Aware, click OK. Bam, look at that. We'll go ahead and deselect, Command D or Control D. And here's where you might need to give Content Aware Fill a little bit of help. You can see there is a little bit of an edge. Did a phenomenal job though. Gets us about 80 to 90% of the way there. Then we can switch to our old friend, the Spot Healing Brush tool. I just clicked on the little Band-Aid icon over here. I can press the letter J. I'm going to use Content Aware for that Spot Healing Brush tool as well, making sure Sample All Layers is turned on. And then we're just going to quickly paint over the areas that need a little additional help. So we got rid of those little rocks there. We'll get rid of that. We'll come across those vertical seams and we'll just very quickly touch up the rest of the image that we want to retouch a little bit. Don't have to spend a lot of time fighting the details here. It's really kind of up to you. Don't forget this little residue water splash. We'll get rid of those little details there with just a very quick couple of paintbrush strokes there. And maybe we want to get rid of this person here over on that side. And you can see how easy this really is. It's kind of scary how easy this stuff is now. Go ahead and go through there. And we'll get rid of that and maybe get rid of that as well. And then I'll even come real close to the hair here, get that rock away from her hair and her ear. And might have to come back on an additional swipe there. And you can see did a really good job of that. So let's compare where we started one more. It's actually so easy that you kind of sometimes just get lost in painting and painting and painting. Let's turn off that after layer. There's before, and here's after by turning that layer back on. And you can see retouching like this really doesn't have to be a lot of work anymore. It's pretty phenomenal what you can do with Content Aware Fill. It's under the Edit Fill command. Make sure you choose your option, Content Aware. And when you're retouching with a Spot Healing Brush, make sure you choose Content Aware there as well to get much better results.